that was weird. I thought it was a sloth for a second and forgot I was a human. So I hope you're all doing well and enjoying your Friday, or maybe it's Saturday by the time you watch this. I have another sloth story for you, and we are going to dedicate this one to Blake Frechette from Bailey Avenue in kindergarten. This one's for you, buddy, because you do a great sloth impersonation, and every time you see me in the hallway or when you come into the library, you say, "Hi, Miss McGill," and I say, "Hi, Blake," and it's our cool sloth greeting. So this one is for you, buddy. The book today is about a family that moves so fast that they never sit down and like talk with each other or just hang out. They're always busy, 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 like zooming from one place to another, and their schedule's really busy. And even when they're home and they're like doing things, they're doing other things, trying to get lots of things done. And boy, oh boy, can I relate to that. It seems like this week I have been so busy, and I know a lot of your teachers have been busy with planning and getting things together so we can chat with you and at least give you some videos of cool things that you could do at home. So we have been really, really busy. I have been so busy that I have not posted as many stories as I'd like for you. So I'm going to try to learn something from this book, and hopefully I can be more like a sloth and just chill and do the things that make me happy, just like from that penguin book we read, and remind myself to slow down and take some time and enjoy the little things. So the story that we're going to read, I'm going to put my friends over here so they can see. The story that we're going to read today has some of the best illustrations of sloths I've seen, and it's called The Sloth Who Slowed Us Down. And it's written by Maragaret Wild and illustrated by Vivienne To. So as you can see, the sloth, maybe you can, looks, there's a little bit of a glare because this is a library book that we just got, so the cover's a little glary. The sloth is super cute, has like a plant and some bugs and a flower that lives on them. And that's pretty accurate because sloths living in rainforests don't move very quickly, as we know. So they actually do grow like a moss on them, like algae. And lots of different kinds of bugs live inside of their fur. So pretty gross, but pretty cool. I mean, I'd like to move so slow that moss maybe grows on me. So I'm excited to read this book. We're going to see some really cute pictures. There's a lot of hidden things in this book too, so I'll try to point out as many as I can. Sometimes it's hard when you don't have the book right in your hands, but I'll try to point out some funny things in the background of pictures that I have noticed. So this is The Sloth Who Slowed Us Down by Maragaret Wild and illustrated by Vivienne To. And there's the little girl in the book named Amy and her sloth friend. Amy's family was the speediest family in the world. So here they are, they're like rushing, mom's like reading a book, and like dad's got all these papers that are flying, and Amy's in the back, she's got toast with jam on in the background, and all around it says like ring, buzz, ring, ring, buzz, 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 ring, beep, beep, buzz, all these different sounds, probably from like devices like cell phones, and that's how I start my day. I'm like always running around trying to finish things and drink my coffee really quick and get to school on time. And sometimes papers are flying out of my hands. Whew, it's really crazy in the morning. So I can relate to this picture. They walked fast, drove fast, shot fast, and ate fast. There was never any time to talk or play or laugh or laze. Oh man. So they're walking really fast. They're driving so fast. Looks like they hit a speed bump. They're like really fast. They're even in the super express checkout lane. And then they're eating so fast and like gobbling, gobble, 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 that their plate is like moving. Like they ate really fast and got up and left to go do whatever else they want to do for the day. When you move that fast, can't be good, right? Until the afternoon, Amy brought a sloth home to stay. "Where on earth did you find him?" Dad asked. "Hanging from a tree in a park," Amy said, plucking one beetle and 2 moths from his fur. Mom shuddered. "Ugh, he needs a bath," she said. Sloth shook his head very, very slowly, because sloths do everything slowly. "I have to warn you, Sloth," whispered Amy. "We are the fastest family in the entire world." All right, so there's Dad and Mom and Amy with a little sloth, and then Amy and Sloth whispering. Sloth had a long, leisurely bath with lots of bubbles, a purple duck, and a red boat. Looks like Sloth is having a great time in this bath. And Amy's bringing more bath toys. And look at even Mom and the Dad. They're busy, busy, busy with, looks like maybe making dinner, grading papers maybe. He dried himself slowly, combed his fur slowly, admired himself for ages in the mirror, and then crawled down the stairs for dinner. Now, I love the pictures in this part right here. The illustrations have the sloth combing his hair in lots of different fun ways. And I know when my hair is wet, sometimes I like to like spike it up or do a mohawk and do silly things. So Sloth's kind of playing slowly with combing his hair in different ways. And over here, I just love that he's staring at himself upside down in the mirror and admiring his reflection. Amy, Mom, and Dad were already sitting at the table. "Hurry up, buddy," said Dad. "Chop, chop," said Mom. "See what I mean, Sloth?" said Amy with a sigh. Now, here's one of the pages that have some hidden things in the background. There's some books on the shelf, and they're all about doing things quickly, like think faster, 5-minute meals, 15-minute meals, 20-minute meals, think faster, instant meals. So they're all books about doing things quickly. Sloth ate very, very slowly. He was so slow that Amy had plenty of time to talk about the things that had happened that day. So it looks like she had a lemonade stand. It says Express Lemonade, 50 cents. It's a good price for a lemonade. Finish. There's a finish line and she's running, so maybe she ran a race and she's breaking through that ribbon, which usually means you came in first place. If you get to break through the ribbon, you're the first one to cross the finish line. And then it looks like she swung for a little bit and had fun. She's smiling. So there she is talking about all the things that she got to do that day, because Sloth is taking a long time eating. It looks like, what is Sloth eating? It looks like Sloth is eating lots of lettuce and greenery, which is, sloths love to eat plants, so that makes sense. And then picking up on some clues about what the parents maybe do for jobs. Looks like the mom she has a ruler and it looks like different squares and grid paper. So I'm guessing that she's maybe an architect or like a interior designer, something to do with planning out space for plans. Because I also noticed on the page back here that there was a whole bunch of rolled tubes, and usually architects and designers for houses and things, they have big tubes that are rolled up, big white paper, and they roll them out so you can see the plans and what they're thinking for the design of homes or buildings. So I'm guessing that's maybe what she does. And he always seems like he has a big stack of papers wherever he is and like a pen. So my guess is that maybe he is a teacher. I'm guessing that maybe he's a teacher. That's my guess. Or maybe a doctor. They have a lot of paperwork. Or an accountant maybe, but he doesn't have a calculator with him. I think accountants would need calculators. So we'll have to keep our eyes on that one to see what the dad does. How amazing, said Mom. I wish I'd been there, said Dad. So they stopped doing what they were doing, and finally, maybe we're listening to the daughter. When Sloth had finished helping very slowly do the dishes, Dad said, there's just enough time for us to get a quick trot around the block before bedtime. All right, so there's Sloth doing the dishes. Looks like Mom and Dad are warming up for a nice run around the block. And there is something super cute on this page right here. So if I hold this up here, there's like a little leaf hammock with a worm and a ladybug, which used to be, I think, on the Sloth before, but now they're outside. Can you see that? So cute. And the pictures and the colors in this book are so like vibrant and really pretty, the way that they drew them. I like that the Sloth also has a purple rubber ducky on his head. But Sloth could not trot. He dragged himself along very, very slowly. And he's even taking a little nap here. Oh, and the little worm and the ladybug are back. So slowly that Amy and Mom and Dad had plenty of time to chat with the neighbors. Pet a cat, throw a stick for a friendly dog, admire the moon, and try to find the red star. Does anyone know what the red star stands for? I'm actually not going to give you the answer tonight. I'm going to make you do a little work. So if you can find out, what do they mean by the red star? What are they talking about? There's the moon and there's the red star. I don't know if you can tell the color, but all the other stars that are shown are kind of like a white creamy color, and there's one dot that's kind of a reddish color. So find out, what is the red star? What are they talking about? And let me know if you find the answer. All right, so Sloth is running so slow, and really he's just like crawling, right? That they actually have time to do lots of different things together, like stop and say hi to the neighbors and chat. They have time to stop and pet a cat. They have time to throw a stick for a dog. And they even have time to stop and admire the moon and look for the red star. That's something that it seems like Amy's family doesn't do very often, is sit and enjoy those little moments, those things that maybe we wrote down on our happy list. When they got home, Sloth made himself comfortable hanging from a tree in the garden. Amy hugged him goodnight. Thank you, she whispered. This has been the best day of my life. Aww. So here's the picture up close. I'm trying to see. Oh, and if you look up where the Sloth decided to hang, there's the purple duck, the little inchworm and the ladybug are all up in the tree with him. Can you see that? And then there's looks like their neighbors are up and they look pretty busy too. Their neighbors are, it looks like someone's fixing their house and it's nighttime and mom is on the phone and also carrying a baby, and then there's a kid that's roller skating. Or roller skateboarding, not roller skating. Sloth stayed for 3 glorious weeks. Ooh. All right, so let's see some things that they've done in the 3 weeks that Sloth's with them. So it looks like learning how to knit. They knitted a hat, or knit a hat. They're planting some plants, reading books together, and the little girl's reading a book called 1001 Types of Moss, which is kind of funny because moss will grow on sloths. So maybe she's getting to know all the different kinds of moss that's growing on the sloth. They're painting. Looks like the little girl's painting the sloth and the little sloth is painting his purple duck. Those are all things I like to do. They're going swimming together as a family. Even the little inchworm and the ladybug are on the purple duck. Looks like Dad is playing the guitar for them and they're sitting and listening and enjoying. And then looks like maybe they had a picnic and they're out looking at the clouds, maybe guessing shapes for in the clouds, which is something I love to do on really cloudy, fluffy days. Those fluffy big clouds, I like to try to guess like a picture, like, ooh, that looks like a rabbit, or that looks like a dolphin. All right, so it looks like they're having a great 3 weeks with Sloth. But one morning, Sloth moved next door to the new speediest family in the world. Oh no! So the family that was living next door that we saw on that page where there's construction happening on their house and looks like there's a mom and a baby and the kids going out skateboarding, this page, they became the speediest family in the world, and Sloth is going to go live with them for a little while. So he's in the car. Can you see Sloth in there? I wonder if he has his little rubber ducky, and I don't know, I don't see them. And they're waving goodbye. And off they go in their speedy car over the speed bumps. I'll miss him, said Dad. He's such a restful little fellow. He'll hate it there, Mom said. That family's always in such a rush. They walk fast, drive fast, shop fast, and eat fast. Oh, that Sloth will change all of that, Amy said. And they all have little clues of some things that they've learned from the sloth around them. So Mom, it looks like she's going out and gardening, and her hair is down, which in all before her hair is up like in a bun, and she was wearing like clothes that maybe weren't super comfy. So there she is. She's looks a little more relaxed. She's got her shovel. She's gonna go plant. Dad has some paintbrushes in his hand, and he actually has a mug, like a coffee mug, that says relax on it. So that's a good clue. The little girl, Amy, she still has 101 Types of Moss, that book in her hand. And it looks like maybe she's been busy with her dad painting maybe a family portrait. Can you see that over on the easel? And over by the tree, maybe, oh, I think it was the one Sloth was hanging out in. There's a hammock now, which is a nice place to lay outside when it's warm out. In the hammock there, next to the hammock, there's two books that we can read the titles of on their spines. It says The Art of Patience and Slow Cooking. And then there's a book that's open up too on the hammock. So remember all those cookbooks that were inside of their house were all about fast, easy, quick, instant meals. Well, now they're learning some patience, and they're going to learn some slow recipes. And they even have a little wind chime up. And up in the tree, we got the little purple duck. And there's even maybe one of the little pieces of moss or algae that was growing on the sloth is hanging over where he used to sleep. I'm going to go back and read the one last line. Oh, Sloth will change all that, Amy said. And they did, very, very slowly. So there's the family. It looks like they're trying to rush through dinner, and Sloth is not having it. He's eating nice and slow. And that is the end of our book. So there is some magic in slowing down and enjoying those little things. So that list of all the things that you enjoy, you put things on that list that require a little time. When you rush through things, you don't enjoy them as much. So try to remember that when we're at home with our families and we have a lot of time on our hand, spend it wisely and talk and have fun, play games, work hard on your homework. If you have questions, reach out to your teacher and ask questions, and enjoy your time right now, and enjoy it slowly. All right, kids, have a good day, and I will see you soon. I'm going to try to post more videos, not quicker, but I'm going to spend more time doing that other than rushing and trying to get other stuff done. All right, kiddos, good night.